In the 12th month, we have the month of Adar. An interesting little tidbit of information here is on the 15th day of Adar is Purim, and that event is recorded in the book of Esther. The Purim themes, and this also is not a moed, it is not a commanded holiday, but it does also have some interesting prophetic meaning. Purim means dice or lots or lottery. It recalls the events surrounding Queen Esther and the evil deeds of Haman, the king's right-hand man. Okay, and occasionally there is an Adar bet. There was in 2010. Now for a recap. Let's review what we've got so far. On the 10th day of the first month, we have the inspection and selection of the lamb. On the 14th day of the month, the lamb is slaughtered, and it is Passover. From the 15th to the 22nd is matzah, with the first day and the last day being high holidays. And 50 days after the first weekly Sabbath is Shavuot. Then we move on to Tishri 1, Yom Teruah. Tishri 10, Yom Kippur. Tishri 15, we have Sukkot, with the first day and the last day high holidays. These are the Moedim of Yehovah. We are to keep them forever. Do you see any patterns here? Paul kept the feasts of Yehovah and taught others to do the same. See Acts chapter 18 verse 20. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. Now concerning the times and the seasons, or Moedim, my brothers, you do not need me to write to you, because they were doing it. Acts chapter 15 verse 28. For it was the will of the Ruach HaKodesh, or Holy Spirit, and also of us, that a greater burden should not be placed on you outside of those things that are necessary. All of these things are necessary. Then we have Hanukkah, from Kislev 25 to Tevet 3, and we have Purim on Adar 15. Okay, and all of these are the fall feasts, yet to be fulfilled by Messiah. Part 3. Understanding the scriptural calendar. Okay, Psalms chapter 90 verse 4. For 1,000 years in your sight are but as yesterday. 2 Peter 3:8. One day is with Yehovah as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. So we have first day through Sabbath day. This is an interesting macrocosm of the prophetic timetable. Approximately 4000 BC, Adam was created, and we are at approximately 2000 CE. And you get 6,000 years. If 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years, then we are just about to dawn in the Sabbath 1,000 years. Revelation 20, verses 2 through 7. And he sees the dragon, the old serpent, who is Akel Kartza and Hasatan, and bound him 1,000 years, and he cast him into the abyss, and closed and sealed the top over him, so that he would not seduce all the nations any more. After these things, he must release him for a short time. And I saw seats, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given to them. And I saw their nefashot, those who were cut off from the testimony of Yeshua, and for the word of Eloah, and those who did not worship the beast, nor his image, neither received the mark between their eyes or on their arm, that they lived and reigned with the Messiah 1,000 years. And this is the first resurrection. Blessed and set apart is he who has a part in the first resurrection, and upon them the second death has no authority, but they will be Kohanim of Eloah and of the Messiah, and will reign with him 1,000 years. And when 1,000 years is completed, Hasatan will be released from his imprisonment. Okay, back to the little macrocosm. In the first day of creation, light was separated from the dark. In the second day, the waters were divided from the waters. In the third day, the land and seas were divided, and plants were created. In the fourth day, the sun, moon, and stars were made. In the fifth day, birds and fish were made. In the sixth day, animals and man were made. And then Yehovah rested. So if that is the pattern of the creation week, and each day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as a day, then we are just about to the end of the sixth day. It should be dawning the seventh day soon. 2018. Remember that? Well, we're back. Daniel's 70th week. Okay, now if you look at the bottom left corner at 2018, you see a slash there and 70. That is the 70th Shavua after Israel became a nation. And each year going backwards brings us to approximately the 63rd week, or Shavua, or Shavuim. Now what we're going to do is we are going to plot the Moedim onto this annual calendar. First we have the selection of the Lamb on Aviv 10. Second is Aviv 14 as Passover. The third is Matzah from Aviv 15 to 21. And then in Sivan we have Shavuot. On Tishri 1 we have Yom Teruah. Tishri 10, Yom Kippur. Tishri 15 to 22 we have Sukkot. From Kislev 25 to Tevet 3 we have Hanukkah. And Adar 15 we have Purim. Matthew 24:15. When you therefore will see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, he who said it would stand in the set apart place, whoever reads, let him understand. I want to emphasize when you will see the abomination of desolation. It's pretty clear here that Yeshua expects us to see this. Daniel 9:27, 11:31, and 12:11. Daniel 9:27. And he shall make a firm covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and offering to cease, and upon the wing of detestable things shall be that which causes appalment, and that until the extermination wholly determined be poured out upon that which causes appalment. Daniel 11:31. And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall profane the sanctuary, even the stronghold, and shall take away the continual burnt offerings, and they shall set up the detestable thing that causes appalment. Daniel 12:11. And from the time that the continual burnt offering shall be taken away, and the detestable thing that causes appalment set up, there shall be 1,290 days. The key parts here I need to emphasize is in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the offering to cease. And in the second verse, shall take away the continual burnt offering. And in the third verse, from the time the continual burnt offering shall be taken away. The end is represented right here. That makes the beginning right here. And then take another look at the midst of the week. The continual burnt offering is taken away. So the central 2 months should be the last month of 2014, Adar of 2014, and Aviv of 2015. Those are the two central months. Daniel 8:14. If the sacrifices cease at the midst of the week, Shavua, then they need to start before that. As obvious as that seems, that struck me as profound when I first read that. Daniel 9:14. And he said unto me, unto 2,300 evenings and mornings, then the sanctuary will be victorious. 2,300 evening and morning sacrifices equals 1,150 days. Remember, there's a sacrifice in the morning and a sacrifice in the evening. So you have 1,150 days. 1,150 days divided by 30 days in a month equals 38 1/3 months. So let's plot this on the calendar. Now is where the fun begins. Okay, so the sacrifice should end in the middle. So we're going to count 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. 2 more months is 38 months. Now remember Haman. Let's back up 15 days or half a month because of what Haman accomplished on Adar 15 so long ago. Add 10 days or 1/3 of a month. That moves the date to approximately Tevet 5 of 2011. See anything interesting here? Okay, remember Hanukkah, dedication of the temple. From Hanukkah 2011 to Purim 2014 is exactly 1,150 days. Yeshua told us to flee to the mountains before the sacrifices are terminated, Matthew 24:16. Take another look.